Because China is a major industrial power, but
Facts.
it lacks primary resources.
Facts. Major.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
About China, they are now all over Africa, you know, buying things and investing over there and getting those countries dependent.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I just like to say this. Why is everybody so upset about China being in motherland? Man, this is crazy. Yet another. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, man. It's your boy, Mr. Jaay, aka call me boy, bong boy, adekule, adewale, yodogo, mwake kriyo boy, bazinga mano, yes, that's your boy. We back in the motherfucking building. You guys good, man? Thank you for tuning in, man. Yo, a fan reached out to me, man. They were like, man, I see that you're trying to diversify your ish. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, my brother, for recognizing that Mr. J diversifying ish on this platform. And I do have a new platform where I'll be throwing a whole lot of ish on it. So they sent me this from a journalist talking to the former Greek Prime Minister. So we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, please, if you've not done it, pause for a minute. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like and that notification, give us a thumbs up. Let me back it up. Let's not talk too much because let's dissect this issue. We talk about what the problem is. Capitalism and communism. Let's go.
I've been very concerned lately about China.
As who?
They are now all over Africa, you know, buying things and...
Pause. She's been worried about China. As who? Don't she look like Marjorie Green, the crazy congresswoman in the U.S.? It looked like this a twin. I don't know, but hey. But yeah, let me know when this happened though. When this whole interchange between this lady. Obviously, she's American. You know, of course, you know off the bat. Let's go.
Africa, you know, buying things and investing over there and getting those countries dependent on them and supporting, you know, non-democratic people. And I'm just
like
wondering...
whom?
But wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, why are they so worried? It's like we are waking up to the BS. We are starting to understand. We are starting to see because most African leaders, unfortunately, they were so dumb for a long while. Yes, I said most African leaders so dumb and greedy for a while that they are starting to see because China is proven to be that superpower that built itself up. China has no colonies. China never colonized any country around the globe, but look at where they are today. Think about it. So she's trying to make a case for the U.S.
you know, non-democratic people, and I'm just
like
wondering...
whom?
No democratic.
We are in a country that supports Saudi Arabia.
Yes, that's true. Right. So
I know, right? She's talking about China is supporting non-democratic leaders in Africa and giving them money, building stuff. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with them flexing with their money? They got that money. The U.S. borrows from China. That's everybody knows that. You didn't know it? Pay attention. And then you talk about they supporting undemocratic regimes, whereas you guys are supporting Saudi Arabia. Then he chop up somebody like it was chicken, and then you guys supported him. Well, let me say Trump supported him, okay? But okay, all right.
yes, that's true. Right.
So suddenly we have a problem with, you know, superpowers supporting non-democratic people.
Yeah.
My man had a laugh because that's really funny because if we want to talk about superpowers supporting non-democratic people, and we can talk about all the civil wars that have been, you know, orchestrated in motherland, and we can talk about all the CIA documents, tapes, and, you know, things we know today that so she's in no place to talk about China doing shit in motherland. I mean,
Yes, I mean, yes, I do. You know, they're in Africa. They're lending money to countries to build ports and different infrastructure.
To build what?
Port.
And what's wrong with that?
And well, because
countries that need ports get ports.
So what's up with that? They're giving money. People build ports, build roads, infrastructure, schools, football stadiums, a whole lot of things. Cheap. I'm talking about. They give it cheap. Interest rate super cheap. China is one of them countries that's given developing countries around the world. I'm not going to say Africa because they are also in Central America, bro. They are everywhere. They're giving loans. I'm talking about Caribbean. They're giving loans cheap. Oh, you want to talk about the World Bank, the IMF? The IMF is going to give an African country a loan and they'll say, you're going to pay 12% interest. China's going to give you for 2% interest. It does, man, it's not rocket science.
Well, because
Countries that need ports
Get ports.
get ports.
Simple.
but they're making people dependent on. I mean, I know it's the same thing that we've done, which is
No, it's not.
horrible around the world.
They are far more humanistic.
She said, I know it's what we've done, but it's really not. I don't know if she's just trying to expose her ignorance, but I don't know what your name is, lady, but you about to get canceled. You about to get taught a good lesson.
The United States ever was.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So,
Let me give an example. Of course, they are peddling for influence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, politics today is about interests. I studied political sciences. Politics is interest. Everybody's fighting for their own interests. That's what the international community is all about. So everybody has the right to decide what they want to do, where they want to go to. It's not just the US and her cronies. It's not just these people. Everybody has the right to. Look at what is about to go down right now. A lot of countries are signing up for a different type of financial system which is going to break the dollar. It's already breaking it. 24 members already in. Think about it.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So,
Let me give an example. Of course, they are peddling for influence.
yeah.
Yeah. But they are non-interventionist.
Facts.
Absolutely non-interventionist in a way that Europeans, the West, has never managed to fathom.
Non-interventionists, they don't care. They just come and look at the resource you got. Okay, let's build this, build that for you. And then when you see it, you let us know. Of course, before the acts, they already have done their research and seen that. You feel me? But, you know, we know what the Europeans did, man. America is just an extended family member of Europe. You feel me? It's just what it is. You guys orchestrated the worst genocides in Africa, the worst civil wars in Africa, just to put in your cronies. We know these things, man. So when I see, man, oh, you trying to get my blood worked up. The fan who came through this age, man. It's all love, my brother. It's all love. Cambridge Forum. Let's go.
When it comes to the influence of China outside its borders, I have to say, firstly, it's quite remarkable that they don't seem to have any military ambitions.
Pay attention.
Secondly, Africa. I'll give you an example, a specific example. Ethiopia.
This guy used to be, I think he used to be the Greek Prime Minister, Janos, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but yes, he was a pretty outright spoken guy. He had a whole lot of things he didn't do right, but after, this man's just like, now you see that the powers that be, they don't like when people trying to think out the box. I mean, but when you look at the globe today, China has no military base around the world. The US has a whole lot. Why? I don't know. They're trying to control who, pick fights, world police, and then you get mad when Africans are not mad that Chinese are in the continent doing and building shit. You feel me?
2004, because I happened to be there, and I have some first-hand experience of it. They went into Ethiopia. I'll tell you why they went into Ethiopia, because they suspected there was oil. Because China is a major industrial power, but
Facts.
it lacks primary resources.
Facts. Major. If China says, I'm not going to export things to Europe and America for 3 months, you guys are going to become poor, broke. I'm telling you, it's going to be terrible. It's about to be a mess in the US if they don't talk about the debt ceiling. It's about to go down real bad because it's crazy. But yeah, China went to Ethiopia. They saw that it's oil. I mean, China gave them a proposal. because they already knew that there's oil in it.
Now, instead of going into Africa with troops,
military.
colonially, destroying the country, killing people like the West has done for the last 100 years, what they did?
This man is courageous, man. He's very courageous. And that's just what the West has been doing. They see something, they want it, they invade the country, they change, just cause a whole lot of chaos, and they laugh. Look at what they did to Libya. I still cry about the passing of Gaddafi, man. It's crazy.
With troops, colonially, destroying the country, killing people like the West has done for the last 100 years. What they did was, they went to Addis Ababa, and they said to the government, we would like, we can see you have problems with your infrastructure. We would like to build some new airports, upgrade your railway system, create a telephone system, and rebuild your roads. And
all of these things they did. I fly through Addis Ababa a whole lot because I'm an Ethiopian silver member. You did, yes. We got the lounge and yes, but Chinese are doing these things. Even if they exploit the resources, to make sure before they do that. Now that's a debate for another day, because we could talk about the ish they're doing in Motherland too. But in terms of bilateral agreements, China does way more than the West has ever done. I'm telling you, the West. Let's not talk about the whole slavery is discrimination. We should not talk about that.
we'll do this all for free. No strings attached. We don't want anything from you. And they did.
Airport, telephone system, railways, infrastructure, roads, free. Pay attention, free. I'm from a country where France, before they do anything, they steal everything. They put corrupt people in positions to steal for them. You feel me? They don't do nothing for free, but China does it for free. So who do you expect? What do you expect?
And we'll do this all for free. No strings attached. We don't want anything from you. And they did. Why did they do it? Because it's soft power. Because they knew that if oil is discovered, and it was discovered later.
They knew that there was oil. They just used that as, that soft power. I liked this man. He's a very smart guy, man. Very smart guy. There are people in my lifetime that if I start traveling the world to do vlogging, YouTube, I would like to meet people like this just for a sit down. You feel me? But yeah, this is what we call soft power in politics. Everything's not supposed to be boom, 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 hard. No. You take it, and now Africans are slowly turning to China. They are mad. You're tripping.
Then, of course, the Ethiopian government will be much more open to Chinese oil companies coming there. They have never combined their investment with imperialistic. Can you imagine if that was a German company or an American company?
They have never used investment tied to control imperialistic outcomes. That's why Africa likes them.
That's why I'm saying I don't think you should worry.
Okay, I won't.
Man, this is straight educating that sister, man. That lady, man. She was like, okay, I will. You can tell she's being defeated, and she accepts the fact. Now let me just say this. Africa is turning towards the power that's going to help them with infrastructures, build shit for them. It doesn't even matter. Sometimes they want these things. Some regimes want these things just to say, hey, during my period I constructed this infrastructure was my ish. But on the flip side, we all know the whole thing. I don't want to talk about that, but hey, big up to the family. Hey, I hope you like us. Keep sending them to Mr. Jaay. We're going to talk about it like this. We out here. I hope you did hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, give that thumbs up, leave that comment. Peace.
Action God, big up the RB family. Mr. Jaay, I see you. I know some artists don't do this.